Welcome to Devlog 8 of Palm Sugar A Village Story. In the previous devlog, we've discussed about how we switched from Unity to Godot. In this devlog, we will be talking about the opposite. We are going back to Unity. Yes, we are reverting to Unity because of many reasons, which I will be stating in this video. Apart from our switching engine back to the native what we have started, I will also be discussing about some other areas of game development, the progress that we have made so far, gameplay feature that we have implemented, and how we manage projects here, or how I'm managing projects with a team of 7 people. So the main reason is porting issues. Godot is not a registered game engine, so we would be facing a lot of problems with porting in the future. So one of my friends at IMissMyFriends.studios, who are making this game called as Fishbowl, had given us a heads up about considering engines, because going forward it would be difficult for us to migrate to something else if we have started the project in an engine that does not natively support porting to consoles. We also had to look at if the engine does not natively support in porting, you do have to consider a middleware. And as far as the country that I'm in India right now, we don't have agencies that do game porting, and we will be looking at a huge bill. For cost reasons, we have decided not to consider Godot and get back to Unity. And even right now, considering that there are a lot of things that were reverted by Unity, we are more than happy to go back to Unity. And also considering the skill that my developer has in Unity is really great, and I think we can work natively in that. The second thing that I want to showcase is that we had implemented this feature where you can summon or attract cows by throwing a bunch of foliage or grass, so that this would now develop into an interesting gameplay mechanic. Here is like a walkthrough of how I had to animate the cow, because you really don't have, in a lot of pixel art games, as far as I've known, it's very difficult to get a reference for a top-down view of a cow. So I had to use this cow footage that I found and to suit my game, and then I had to convert them into video gifs, and then I had to slice the gifs into frames that would turn out as a reference for my pixel art. And that's how I did, and that's how I could achieve this. The last thing that I would like to talk about is how we're doing project management. My last role in the video games industry was a project manager. I was a game producer at a startup. It was my primary job, and I have carried that skill set here to make my game as well. While it's not as strict on we don't have stand-up calls every day, the culture that we have right now is I just contact him whenever I'm free and whenever my developer is free, and then it's mostly the most of the day, and that's how we work together. But at least for the current status of the project, what we are doing is we're looking at the project management of the Kanban boards once a week. That's usually on Sundays. And then since the Kanban board gets populated with a lot of work that we're supposed to do, what I've done is I've created a filter for what are the tasks that we need to do in the next 2 months, and then we work on that. And as we complete work, I think the filter gets modified to the nearest month, or the nearest previous month, or nearest previous 2 months, depending on how that works. So yeah, that's the update from my end in Devlog 8. Be sure to check out my other videos and other devlogs, and if you like my content, hit the subscribe button, and thanks for watching.